Hey guys, and welcome back to Fandom Sage Powers, where we discuss comics, heroes, villains, and the reign. The reign of X is continuing with Excalibur issue number 18 right now. My lady, I've brought your tea. I hope you'll consider a small repast. And there is a message for you from the Krakoans. Give it here. Real, fetch my quill pen. From the desk of the Omniversal Magistrix. Consider the message, consider the time. Consider many things before you bother Saturnine. To whom it may concern. Thank you for your letter. The Omniversal Magistrix is hard at work ensuring the proper proceedings of Otherworld in her role as overseer of the Otherworldly Parliament and courts of both foul and fair. Unfortunately, the Magistrix cannot meet with you at this time, as the representative of your home reality cannot be identified. Representatives of home realities are determined by the presence of a Captain Britain, your officer to Otherworld. Ordinarily, we'd ask you to submit your request to Captain Britain and have them submit your complaints at the next tribunal. Unfortunately, we have looked into the tomes and discovered that your reality currently lacks a Captain Britain. With that in mind, the Magistrix will not be able to hear your request until the matter is rectified. Best wishes and warmest regards. The Court of Omniversal Magistrix, Opal Luna Saturnine. So, the reason Saturnine is super salty with the mutants is because she basically ended up orchestrating this whole tournament, embroiling the mutants of Khronicle and Krakoa in this tournament with the goal of getting rid of Betsy Braddock as Captain Britain to draw back in Brian Braddock because she's obsessed with him, even though he's married to someone else, the skank. But I still love Saturnine because nobody throws shade like her, and that's why I read this letter that way. I don't know if it was meant to be that shady, but in my head, that's the way it sounded, so... When Captain Britain went missing, Excalibur leapt into action to find her, and now she's returned. That was easy, right? Is it her? Well, yeah. Look at her. That's Betsy. You know what I mean. A Betsy, my Betsy, or some random Captain Britain. She's from this dimension. She seems to remember this place, Krakoa, everything. I'm afraid of her, Rachel. She's one of my oldest friends, and I'm scared to death of her right now. I can't tell what she's thinking. I can, but she deserves some privacy. And Betsy can be pretty inscrutable. You swear you looked in her head and it seemed normal in there? Normal for her. She sounds like Betsy. She has Betsy's memories. They're a little quiet. Like she's possessed. Like she's depressed, Rogue. But it's weird she just washed up on the shore 2 days ago and has been pretty quiet ever since. I have concerns. At least it got those English coven weirdos to leave you alone for now. So can't you dig in a little more? And find what? She's back from a rough loss. There's no magic spell, no body swap that changes you the way pain does. Additionally, I'd rather you didn't. See? I have to respect that. Give me your hand. I have an idea. What are you doing? Just a little bit. It's not going to hurt me. If I can't stay here and physically babysit you, I can give you a little psychic power for yourself. Just enough for a few days. Just behave with it. People don't like when you go poking around in their heads. Yeah, I've done this before. Thanks. Where is she? Why would you hide her from us? Cerebro always snitches. Emma! I can explain. I'm sorry. We tried to stop her. You tried to stop me. Not stop. Stall. We tried to stall you. Betsy, are you well? Can we take you to the healing gardens? What happened after the duel? Why weren't you with the other captains? Are you still Captain Britain? Yes, stop that. No, thank you, Emma. I'd really prefer not to talk anymore. I'm going to take a hot bath. Good night, all. What in God's name is wrong with her? I ran some diagnostics. I think she's what they call upset, Emma. Well, I hope you'll help her find a remedy for it soon. The Council has determined a path regarding the permanent nature of otherworld death. Either work with Saturnine to mitigate it, or close the gate. You can't close the gate. I assure you, we can. Then we'll go see Saturnine now. I ain't scared of her. A kind offer. But as our reality had no Captain Britain, we had no representative with which to approach her. But apparently Betsy's now returned, And again, I have to wonder why you would hide that from us. You saw her, Emma. She's a mess. Either that ain't Betsy, and I'm glad I'm keeping her away from everyone, or it is, and she probably doesn't want everybody seeing her this way. I won't force her to do anything, but she has a job to do, just like the rest of us. We can't be patient forever. Remind Captain Britain to keep calm and carry on, yes? I'll tell the council to expect her within a few days. I tried. I know you did, Remy. We're all just trying. So previously in the pages of Excalibur, we caught up with Betsy Braddock, who had been lost in the Omniverse since the end of the Tournament of Swords event when Saturnine kind of sabotaged her match against Iska and she just shattered like glass. Apparently Saturnine did something and shunted her into an alternate dimension to get rid of her. She ended up in an alternate reality where she was not only Captain Britain, but also the Queen of England. And in this reality, England is the safest place for mutants instead of Krakoa. Krakoa still exists, but it's just a monster island like it had been for years and years. In that alternate dimension, the Betsy Braddock from there is also somewhere else, but had left a contingency plan in case she ever went missing, which was really smart. So Betsy didn't have to do a bunch of sneaking around or trying to explain stuff to anybody because, they had a whole file ready for her in case this happened. She also met this universe's Warren Worthington, or Angel, who apparently has been basically a concubine to the Queen of England, shacking up with her. Funny enough, even though he knew that this wasn't his Betsy, was still trying to push up on her. A mess. Warren calls in a friend to help Betsy get to the lighthouse so she can get to Otherworld and eventually back to her home reality. This friend happened to be Quanon, who also was Warren's ex-wife. Really crazy. During that infiltration, Betsy was basically interrogating Quanon, which she wasn't supposed to be doing, according to the Queen of England's instructions, but Quanon got super pissed and basically shoved her ass through the portal to Otherworld to get rid of her. Oh, these look good. Nice idea to all have dinner together. It was your idea. Someone tell Betsy it's her last chance to come up here, or she's eating whatever's left over. I mean it. Suit yourself. Betsy's sitting down there alone? No way. Shogo and I are going to take our plates and go sit with her. Don't, hun. She ain't in the mood to have company. Oh, Betsy? Father! Damn it. Where is she? Where is my sister? I saw her myself. Brian, hey, don't freak out. Come on, mon ami. Don't yell. You'll frighten the little one. Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm cross. How long has she been here? Why wouldn't you tell me? Because we're not all sure if it's her, okay? What do you mean? Do you think she's one of the other captains? Just let me talk to her. I assure you, no one knows more about these things than me. I'm sorry, did Maggie run through here? She keeps... Hello, Mother. We're having a confrontation. We've got a bit to catch you up on. Would y'all like to join us for dinner? Oh, dear. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Duh. I don't know why I was thinking this storyline was going to be wrapped up so neatly, because this obviously is not the real Betsy. It just, obviously. I don't need psychic powers to tell that. But is she a Betsy from another dimension? If so, why is she acting so weird and not just telling them? Hey, I'm sorry Betsy wouldn't come talk to you. She's been acting weird. We didn't mean to hide her from you. She just washed up here. We had to get some of them Cub and Akaba freaks off our backs, and it wasn't until after I got a chance to talk to her that I realized she seemed... You don't think it's really her? Yes. My God, Brian, yes, I thought I was crazy. I don't think you're crazy. My sister's thrown some fits, but she's never just locked herself away from me without at least a parting shout through the door. I can't say I know more than the world's most powerful psychics, but I've known my sister since day one. Something's very wrong. Exactly. I don't know why I would know of all the people, but I do. I have a lot to think about, Rogue. Forgive me, but can we speak in the morning? Megan took Maggie home, but I think I'm going to stay down here, in case Betsy changes her mind about speaking to me. Sure. I'm sorry you had to show up angry, Brian, but I sure am glad you're here. Good night, Rogue. Good night. So I had a thought as I was making this video, re-recording everything. Is the reason Rogue is picking up on this not being the real Betsy a byproduct of her taking Carol Danvers' powers? Because Carol does have like some kind of like psychic cosmic sense or something like that. It's kind of almost like a super spider sense kind of situation. Nobody ever really talks about it, but it was a part of her power set when she was Miss Marvel. I don't know if she still has it now as Captain Marvel. I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. Shh. This way. Hail, Captain Avalon, and good evening. Wake up. Tag. Ow. You're it. Okay, so maybe this is not Betsy because her powers are not supposed to work on her brother because they're twins, so, Brian, I think she's gone. I think she went... Where the hell is Brian? Maybe he went back with Megan and the Lilin. By himself? He can't use the gates. Someone would have had to walk him through. Maybe the girls came and got him. Maybe, but I don't feel good about it. We were supposed to talk this morning. And I know where Betsy is. She's on Krakoa, and I think she wants me to find her. She tagged me in my sleep. I'll go with you, Rogue. I've got a stop to make. Shogo's pretty fussy, so I was trying to stay in today, but someone should check Avalon. No need to panic if Brian is just in bed. Guess that leaves me then. You mind? We'll meet up later. And talk to Monarch while you're there? You know I don't trust that Burger King. Fair enough. You be careful now. Betsy and I are old friends. What could go wrong? Famous last word share. You're telling me. Good morning, King Jamie. You seen Captain Avalon around? He's asleep in his chambers, the lazy oaf. Why, is he not supposed to be? Saw Megan come in without him. Thought it was mighty interesting that they might be getting up to separate things at night. Say, where's your wife? Hey, Monarch, easy. Was Betsy with Brian by any chance? Betsy? No. She's still missing, right? Did she return and no one told me? Ah. Well, we ain't sure it's really her yet. Well, I didn't make any extra Betsy's this time. You all told me not to make any Betsy's, and I didn't. So if there's some pretender running around, I didn't make her. Okay, mon ami, fine. But if you decided it would be helpful to have an extra one, I did have one made. Oh, Lord, Jamie Braddock. I forgot he went to Sinister and got that clone made a couple of issues back, so, oh my God, that's probably who it is. A's creepy old magic lab? You think she's around here? We're going to look for Betsy soon, I promise. Keep your psychic eyes open or whatever. I've been meaning to come back here. It's where we first learned what mutant magic could do. So this is where he did all his plotting. Why do you call it plotting? Well, I don't know about you, but he never actually let me in on much of it. Didn't get much of a say in my part of it. He wanted you to learn. He wanted all of us to learn. This is the great mystery of our people, our greater powers in communion. Communion that was stolen from us. He used me like a battery and threw me in a drawer. He's lived a really, really long life, Rogue. He's done more bad things than we ever have, and more good ones than we ever have too. But we will. We'll have forever. I may not be glad he's gone, but if you are, then this is even better for you. This stuff is ours, not his. You believe in all this? That we're all able to join up our mutant powers and covens and all? What's there to believe? Look at the kind of energy that you've channeled, that I've channeled. Look at the 5, what they're doing. Our enemies kept us running, hiding, separated for so long. It's because we are capable of miracles, Rogue, of doing the impossible when we're together, of magic. We only have the urge to doubt it because we were raised in the human world. To them, magic only comes from what they sell their soul to. We were denied a lot, being raised in their world. The next generation will believe in magic. Did you bring me here to preach at me? No, dude. If you're right and that's not the real Betsy, I think we're going to need magic to help her come back. Some sort of spell? Kind of. I got to thinking, what's a lighthouse for if not for guiding someone home? I promise, I didn't do it myself. No reality hijinks. It's just an empty body. I did it the old-fashioned way. Empty body? What does that mean? What is this place? It gives me the frizzins real bad. Some kind of lab? That's exactly what it is. Our old pal Apocalypse set it up, but I've certainly made use of it. Over here, please. Don't snoop around. The hell is this, Monarch? Why you still got prisoners down here? She is a security threat to this nation. You gotta think a little bit more clearly, mon ami. That woman's got friends on the outside, and they ain't happy with your family right now. Yo, Gambit was not having it with Jamie Braddock. Like, why do you have this hoe locked up down here like this? So what? I should just let her go? She's no fan of Witchbreed, might I remind you. Should I have a meeting with Madame Morgan's friends back home? I prefer not, as we trying to keep the heat off of us. I was thinking differently. You just let Morgan Le Fay go, and they cool down real fast. Additionally, I ain't fond of you keeping ladies in prison, mon ami. We'll discuss that in a bit. It sounds like you're asking for this as a deal, a favor, and that intrigues me. You're a useful one to have a favor with, you sticky-fingered chap. But one thing at a time. I think we can help each other. You're about to see just how helpful I can be. You underestimate me. You all do. But I'm not just mad. I'm brilliant. And I consider that, at the very least, if our dear Betsy needed returning, it might help if she could return to this. Well, this is unexpected. I was keeping a body in there. Matter of fact, okay, I think I know what's going on. I think I have a theory about this Betsy. I think it's Morgan Le Fay. I think it's maybe Morgan Le Fay projecting herself into that empty body. So when we summoned up the Captain Britain Corps, did they teach you that? No. You guessed? Didn't guess either. Just followed the instructions and filled in where I had to. Felt kind of natural. This place is our history, but we aren't at the end of anything. We're at the beginning of our history. Noble cause. I salute you. Someday someone will find this part of our history, and it will mean the world to them. If there is anything we should learn from Apocalypse, it's that we aren't as far from the past as we want to believe, which means we're also scary close to the future. Why is it scary? Because, Rogue, I didn't always expect to be here for it. Hold up, Rick. Someone's out there. I think it's her. You again. Look out! Ah! Who the hell are you? Hold on, Rogue out. One of your oldest friends. Back off. Back off. Betsy, come on. Stand down. You both talk too loud, but you're right about two things. That is not Betsy Braddock. And you are going to need a real psychic to watch your back here before you get yourselves killed. Psylocke? Yes, push through, Quanon. Now, y'all know I love me some Quanon, and I definitely love her paired with Betsy, and I especially love to see them fight each other, so this is going to be good in the next issue. Richter, I translated what you showed me on the wall. That's an old language, not one that was ever commonly used anywhere. He must have known someone would bring it to me, so we can keep it pretty private. I filed a copy of this with the council just in case. Congratulations, Cypher.
As we have defeated death, it did not occur to me that we might have a need for wills or other mortal codices. But I know that I am leaving soon and have affairs to settle. I, A of Krakoa, declare this will of my intent after I am gone, and hereby revoke any existing wills or codices. To my apprentice, I leave everything. Richter, in the place in your heart where you have always seen a failure, there is instead a fault. A deep, aching split in you that exposes a molten heat. You have always endured it. It is what I have always known about you. The great secret of the powers of Earth is that you must have a spirit that can stand the heat beneath. Like Cypher is the only one who can hear Krakoa's words, you are the only one that can hear her heartbeat. This era among us has given you the power of the land, made you powerful in a way previously undreamt. All I have learned and gathered of our magic I leave to you. As you read this, you know by now why I have done what I have done. Everything before now is prehistory. I leave it all in your hands.
A lot of magical hijinks in this issue as always. Excalibur is always good for a magical hijink or two, so I am not disappointed. They still haven't really fleshed out this whole mutant magic storyline really. I'm kind of confused where they're going with this. I mean, is it just saying that it's just a mutant circuit like we've seen with the 5? That's what it's kind of alluding to, I guess. I honestly really miss Apocalypse a lot. I wish he would come back. I don't know if he's coming back because he's with his wife and his kids and stuff. So, I mean, I don't want to break up a happy home, but I do miss Apocalypse. Like, you know, I need to get him back on the pages of X-Men sooner than later. Definitely looking forward to the showdown between Psylocke and whoever's driving around in this empty Betsy. I'm assuming it's Morgan Le Fay, but we will see, okay? Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed, now's the time. If you'd like to join the crew for real, please check out my page in the Join tab. And I have really affordable memberships where you can get early access to all of my content. And your support goes a long way to helping me keeping my channel going so I can bring you more X-Men lore. And I will catch you in the next issue.